Hey friends, Burkus here. Welcome back to the Daily Burk, and today we are talking about how to get noticed at work, or should I say, how to get your good work noticed more often at work. You see, we have this tendency to wait for feedback for the annual performance appraisal, or occasionally at the end of a major project or something like that. And a lot of times for employees, then we assume that no news is good news, right? That our manager would only be giving us feedback in those interim periods if it was negative. But the truth is, most often, managers are busy, right? Your boss and your boss's boss is probably not thinking about you from day to day, and unless there is some sort of glaring inefficiency, unless there is some glaring lack of performance. But if you're working well and you're working even above expectations, a lot of times it's hard to get that noticed until the end of the project or until during the annual performance review. And often then it's sort of too late. If you want to put yourself as a high potential employee in everyone's mind, they need to be thinking of you much more often than that. And really the key to getting yourself more noticed at work is to hold yourself a bit more accountable to that manager, to that boss. I mean, they're going to assume that you're going to meet deadlines, that you're going to meet deliverables, but are they asking for updates much more often on where you are, right? At the end of every week or maybe every other week, are they asking you, where are you on certain projects? Just sending status updates much more frequently not only keeps you at the forefront of their mind more often, but usually will demonstrate that you're actually ahead of where they thought you might be in the project, which again reinforces that idea that this is one of my high performers, this is one of my high potentials. This is not sort of the normal status reports you're asking to make. This is a much more informal one. Hey boss, just wanted to check in with you, let you know where I am on this, etc. Whatever frequency works well for you. I tend to think more frequent is better until you're told, hey, you know what, I have faith in you, I believe in you. You don't have to send me these as often. The more often, the better, until you get feedback like that. Because the truth is, everyone in an organization is busy, and they're often too busy to think back and reflect on positive behaviors that they're seeing, unless we're at that annual review cycle or at the end of a project. And that's really just the key to getting noticed more often, is to get them thinking about how great of a worker you are much more often. And you can do that fairly innocently and fairly frequently with those little status reports, status updates. So I encourage you to find the frequency that works for you, to get noticed more often by being in their email inbox more often, being in their face more often, giving them status updates more often. Almost all of us would like to get those more often, but we're so busy, we forget to ask for them. So don't wait for your boss to ask for them. Get noticed now. Thanks so much for watching this episode of the Daily Burk. Leave a comment below. Let me know what your plan of action for getting noticed more often through these status updates is. And while you are there, make sure you are followed or subscribed to the show, because we're posting new episodes every single weekday designed to help you do your best work ever and get it noticed. And I want to make sure you don't miss them. Thanks again so much for watching the Daily Burk.